This was clearly the entrance to hell. Yet when the ticket inspector scanned the man, the system identified him as someone bound for heaven. The inspector immediately pointed out the white door, the gateway to heaven, and urged him to get away from this place full of sinners. The man made his way through the crowd, and under the watchful eyes of the damned, he slowly pushed open the door and passed effortlessly into heaven. Seeing the gates of heaven within arm's reach, the sinners made a mad dash for the door, failing to notice it had turned black. Their destination would inevitably be hell. The remaining sinners were terrified and had no choice but to get back in line. Then, an 80-year-old man, who had never killed anyone, was somehow classified by the system as a murderer and assigned to the tongue-ripping hell. It turned out he had been a con artist in life, driving many of his victims into such deep despair that they met tragic ends. For each life he destroyed, 1 centimeter of his tongue would be cut off, a total of 48 centimeters. Next, 3 students were sent to the screaming hell for bullying. They were still making desperate excuses. A woman nearby also insisted she was a good person, so the judge played a video of a female celebrity who had been relentlessly attacked online until she met a tragic end. Those who tear others down must face the consequences. The judge then had these people tied up, and a giant keyboard descended from above, fitting punishment for keyboard warriors. The judge began clicking on their heads one by one, growing more excited with each agonizing scream. Hell has countless punishments like this, each tailored to fit the crime. Watching all this, Hae-suk was filled with regret. She never should have smashed that vending machine in heaven just because she didn't have enough money. Not only did she never get her water, but she also racked up 6 sin grapes, enough to land her in hell. The king of hell declared that everyone here deserved their fate. Every sin was recorded, and only after paying the proper price could one enter the cycle of reincarnation. A hardened criminal then spoke up, claiming he had already spent over a decade in prison on Earth and had paid his debt to society. Why should he be punished again in hell? The king of hell was furious. He ordered the judge to sever the man's feet and tear his mouth apart. Everyone then lined up as staff members scanned them to determine which level of hell they belonged to. When they reached a serial killer, his sins were so grave that the machine showed he matched over a dozen different hells. But when it was Hae-suk's turn, the system displayed something unexpected, unclassified.